and welcome to this very special edition of ET Now Hangouts with me, Ankita Saxena. And today I have a very special guest on the show. Well, she's fondly known as the National Crush after giving home run successes like Animal, Pushpa, Chava, to name a few. But now she's also donned the entrepreneurial hat with her line of fragrances called Dear Diary. Yes, I'm talking about Rashmika Mandanna, who's here with me. But let's find out whether her line of fragrances will also turn into a national crush just like she is. Hi Rashmika, thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us.
Thank you for having me here, and thank you so much for doing this.
Rashmika, so tell me, you've had some great successes of late, whether it is Animal, Chava, touch wood to that, and many more to come. But you've seen success in the South and in Bollywood as well. Now you've jumped into the entrepreneurial bandwagon. Why so, and why do you think this is the right time to do it?
Well, I don't think there's been a jump per se, but I feel like it's been a natural flow of things. This concept of starting a fragrance line, this concept of naming the fragrance line Dear Diary has been in my thoughts, I think, way before me becoming an actor. It is, in a way, my personality, and today I'm letting this story, this story which is my story, become our story. So yeah.
So let's talk about your line of fragrances. Firstly, why this product line? Now, there are many actors. Some of them are doing clothes, some of them are doing cosmetics, skincare products. Why fragrances? And you have very interesting names to your fragrances as well. One of them is National Crush. That's very obvious why it is National Crush. But talk to us about your fragrances and why line of fragrances? Why did you pick that product line?
Well, if I have to start from way before time. There was this time where my mother, in fact, came and told me that this was way before I became an actor, or this was when I was, I think, in the 7th or the 8th grade. She randomly came and told me that, you're going to have inclination towards perfumes and you're going to start a perfume line.
Why did she say that?
Just randomly. And apparently
you used to use a perfume. Okay.
It's written.
My astrologer told her though. Oh, interesting.
So I sort of wouldn't believe in these things because I'm like, now kahan se kahan tak? Like how? Like perfume line, what are you saying? I don't know. And she also mentioned that I'd be an actor.
Wow.
So back at the time, you don't have any access to these things, right? These things are too big to become true. And then when I became an actor, she's like, I told you so. I'm like, okay, fine, maybe it's destiny. And my love for perfumes has always been there. It's like, it's sort of in my personality. I just feel like fragrances and perfumes are something that just sort of uplifts you, that sort of, influences your moods in a certain way. So perfume has been a part of me since way before when. So when I mentioned to her that I was going to start a perfume line,
she said, I told you so.
Exactly. So she was like, see, I told you so. So I've had these, particular instances where, perfume has played such a big role. And today I just knew that, okay, perfume is in my life. And if I were to start something, it is definitely going to be perfumes. And when my team came together and when I got, this great partnership, collaboration with PCA companies, like it just all sort of fell into place and it just started making sense. And here we are, like with Dear Diary.
Right. And the name Dear Diary is also very interesting because you also have digital content that goes by the name Dear Diary. So it's a very seamless transition there, a very interesting transition. Talk to us about that.
Well, I've always been a person who would journal a lot, even from school, because I grew up in a hostel and, I've always been more comfortable writing. I'm a better writer than a speaker, clearly.
No, it doesn't come across right now though.
So that journal space became, after becoming an actor, it sort of became a digital series where I just wanted to tell people that it's okay. Having a bad day, having a good day, having a meh,
Yeah.
anything is okay, you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect.
Yeah.
And so then it transitioned into a digital series. And when I knew that I wanted to start a perfume line,
Right.
and when I knew that this perfume line had to be, you know, something extremely pure, extremely real, and unapologetically ourselves. You know, all of us are unique in our own ways, and each perfume is unique in its own ways. And it's sort of like, you know, everything started, you know, sitting together. And I just felt like Dear Diary was it. Like,
Yeah.
it is a part of me. It is an extension of me.
Right.
So it had to just be it.
Rashmika, tell us, as far as the perfume market is concerned in India, that's growing at a very rapid pace,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
It's a huge market right now, almost a 4,500 crore odd market.
Correct, yeah.
But in India, the interesting part is, the international brands like Gucci or Prada or Tom Ford, none of India's homegrown brand have really come up to that stature. So as an entrepreneur now, what are your aspirations for your brand?
Well, I just believe that we have such incredible history with heritage and, you know, our own sort of fragrances, our own sort of cultures and everything. So I feel like in terms of like say ingredients, you have sugar canes,
Yeah.
and you have jasmine, and you have pink lotus.
It's very Indianized.
It's very Indian.
Yeah.
So I feel like we have such a great scope of taking our fragrances out there into global markets. I feel like, you know, there's such a big space for it. I understand that a perfume which is, you know, like, which is, I don't want to name the brands, but
Yeah.
which is all coming into India. But I truly believe that India has such great potential to go and stand on a global market and just, you know, be true to ourselves at the
Yeah.
same time. So I can't wait for us to be it.
Absolutely. But Rashmika, when as an actor, when you choose your roles, I'm sure there is some sort of a checklist, or you have, it has to resonate with you, your roles, and that's how you pick and choose your roles. So now, as an entrepreneur, what is your checklist? What are the things that you keep in mind?
Well, as an entrepreneur, I think one thing is I'm a trooper. I believe a collective work is the right way to go. So of course, I have my ideologies, but I need people who are supporting me in it.
Okay.
And my collaboration with PCA was perfect because, you know, they saw what I was trying to achieve, and they sort of made it all possible together. And I have such great support system, which is why I am where I am today.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is one very important thing. And I'm also a person who is not just all me, and me. I'm more like, okay, you like it, I like it, all of us like it, so now it goes out.
Okay.
You know, I work in that space.
Yeah.
And now that I've gotten the entrepreneur's bug, like, well, it's just a start of many more things.
I was just coming to that. Now that the bug has bitten you, tell us what is the next? I mean, do you have something in mind, a next product line, perhaps a part of Dear Diary or a separate brand that you would want to launch? Something that fascinates you?
Well, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. There are like, it's a good start. This is a good start, and we will tap into many more things. But right now, Dear Diary is my baby. So.
Right. So talk to us about promotions on social media, or what is going to be the marketing strategy for you? Is digital going to have a larger chunk of promotions? How do you plan to market this?
Well, because we're so big on the social media and digital space right now, this is where informations are consumed, knowledge is consumed, and we want to make a use of it and let people be aware of Dear Diary coming in.
Right.
But at the same time, we want to digitally be very proactive, because we want to build a community that is so strong that tomorrow it's not just about perfumes, it is more about us going out there and doing something, you know, like a kindful economy.
Okay.
You know, that is something that we are very, very interested in. It's like, see, it's not always, okay, so I'm making this, I want people to buy it, and, you know, we produce more and more and
Yeah.
more. It's about what can you give back?
Okay.
Like, what can you do for people who need it?
Okay.
You know, it's always because this all began because of the love that I was receiving.
Right.
Now, in some ways,
Yeah.
I do, you know, give back in my own little ways, but in this,
Yeah.
I want to expand it a little more.
Okay.
You know, so it's like an economy that we're trying to build.
Okay.
Now, the first steps are definitely building a community, and later it'll speak for itself.
Wow, interesting. Building a community. That's an interesting way of building a brand because, you know, we are a show for startups and founders. And I always ask them, you know, what is your philosophy on brand building? How have you built your brand? So I want to ask you, I mean, one, you already mentioned that building a community is your way of building your brand. But what are the other things that you will have in your mind while building your brand?
Well, I'll tell you what. So now we have one idea,
Yeah.
and it's come into production and it's come into play.
Right.
Now, building a community is one thing, but also like creating awareness of what this community stands for.
Okay.
Because, like, I truly believe that all of us have a very hard lives that we're living in terms of paying your own bills, in terms of many people, despite of having such great you know, education, don't get enough jobs or enough salaries that, you know, they think they're worth. So it's like survival is hard.
Yeah.
But in that, you know, world which is so hard, you're telling people that, okay, listen, here's a warm hug
Nice.
to whoever needs it, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I truly believe that that's my personality. I want to, like, sort of help people in their what do you say, like, sort of awareness, like being kinder to yourself,
Okay.
being kinder to people around you. I think these things are very important in
Right.
our age and time because everything is too fast.
Yeah.
Like, you have social media, so much consumption of knowledge, and, you know, not everything is positive. There's so much negativity and everything. So this is us just giving a warm hug, and this is a space of kindness, this is a space of positivity, this is a space of just ease.
It's very interesting because, you know, with the brand philosophy that you just told me, I mean, there's so many things that you can create and build around it. I mean, I think it's a very smart way of building a business.
And I feel like there's a big void in it, because in this space, there's a big void in this space because, see, like, kindness is not a weakness. It is in fact a
it's a
superpower.
strength. Yeah.
You know, like, imagine if we are perfectly strangers and we were walking down the street and I gave you a warm smile and you are having a really hard day. That just sort of
lifts you up.
Yeah, that just makes you feel like, okay, you know, that person was
There's still
really
kindness
kind.
left in the world.
Yeah. So I truly believe in those things.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, like, when I started this, I just, like, kindness before all.
Yeah.
Like, I truly believe in it, and your diary believes in it too.
All right, interesting, Rashmika. Rashmika, now let me come to you about the next question. We are a business news channel, so I have to ask you, what's your relationship with money? You know, there are people who say money doesn't buy you happiness, but what do you have to say about it?
Well, my relationship with money is extremely respectful because, see, I know how hard it is to earn money. At the same time, I'm not a spender.
Okay.
I'm a saver. I, like, in terms of, like, if I want to buy something, I will definitely look at the price tag and see if there's an off or if there's not. I am still
And do you
that
still
person.
look at discounts?
Yes, I still do look at discounts because I feel like spending money goes like that.
Yeah.
Like, making money
it is
a
hard.
lot of hard work. And I really, you know, I'm a investor. I like talking to my wealth managers, and, you know, I'm always like, okay, so what do we do? Okay, now this is it. Okay, I always feel like my money today should make more money. Because when you're like probably 60s, 70s, 80s, you don't want to pressurize someone else to take care of you. I want to be well maintained enough or well earned enough to take care of myself and my family if need be. So I respect money extremely. And it is true that money buys happiness. Let's be honest.
It buys convenience for sure.
Convenience. When you're convenient enough, when you're safeguarded enough, you have the time for happiness.
Yes.
Of course, there's family and friends and the little things that make you happy. But if you're talking about the things like medical bills and, college education and everything, money is the thing that is going to get you
through it. Yeah.
So I think it's very important, but at the same time, that's not all.
Yeah.
That's also a matter of fact. So, yeah.
Absolutely interesting. In fact, you said something very important and interesting that everybody talks about money, is that your money should grow the money. And you mentioned that you keep talking to your wealth manager, where is the money going? So how do you like to invest your money?
Well, money is not my field of expertise. I'm someone who works with the best in their own fields, because I know that I don't have the knowledge of it all. So I like taking a little, advice as to what to do. Like there was this time where my parents would say, invest it in land and it's going to grow.
Real estate. Yeah.
Real estate. But today you can't do the same thing. You can't have the same beliefs you had like 20 years ago or something. Today it's in the markets.
Yes.
Which market is the best to invest in? So things change. Like, lives are changing, times are changing. Like even this changes. So I feel like I still stick by when I say money should grow your money.
Yeah.
It's not always that what you are doing to earn the money. Yeah. You should be smart enough to understand, okay, if you earn the 100%, where does the 20% go? Where does the 40% go? Where does the other, like it should always be a planning and strategy.
Yeah.
And I think that's something I've picked up along the way.
Right. And in fact, you mentioned that you also look at the markets. Are you a safe investor, or are you a bit of a risk taker when it comes to money?
I think I'm a bit of both.
Okay.
My majority will go in a safe house, but the money which I have the privilege of taking risk with, that I will take risk with. But I'm never this person who will say put my 100% in a risk.
Right.
I need my safety net.
Absolutely. And in fact, it is so important as a girl to just be financially independent.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely, because I know that I'm never a person who, I was, of course, till you're a certain age and till you make enough money to live by yourself, you do need support from your parents.
Yes.
But I've never really been a person who's comfortable asking my parents for money. Yeah. And today, when I'm able to pay my own bills, it gives you one sort of confidence. Yeah. And it gives you one, people sort of look at you a little differently when you're independent financially. So these are some things that you learn along the way, but also it takes a lot of hard work.
Absolutely. Rashmika, finally, on closing note, now they say that fragrances, they leave some sort of a memory behind. I mean, that's how fragrances work.
Yeah.
So if you have to leave a message behind for all our viewers about Dear Diary, what would it be?
Message about Dear Diary is that we've started Dear Diary on a note of wanting to be extremely pure, real, and we want to give all of you a warm hug in our own ways. So I hope you guys like it.
I'm sure they will, Rashmika. Thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us today.
Thank you so much for your time, ma'am.
Thank you.